Hello everyone, welcome to the data analytics with the statistic and probability. So today we'll be doing a small mini project for that. So before moving to the mini project, so understand that before started with this session you should revise your all the things, because in a mini project we'll use all the things what we learned in the previous sessions, like your test, your regression model, your modules, your packages like numpy, pandas, matplot. We'll do plotting on box plots, scatter plots, histogram plots. So different all the things we'll be using in this particular things. So you can observe that with the project title, that is COVID-19 data analysis. So we all know that now the world was going with a pandemic, as now the pandemic was the big issue for the world to how to overcome with that. Still we are in a still wave 1 2 3 it's going on. So I believe this will be our the main thing focus to analyze it. As a data analysis, you should know how to analyze the things in a that way we can help us the world as well as a main perspective. Still now no one can give the proper result for the analysis of COVID-19. So we start with the description first, then we get to know what exactly we need to do in this analysis data. For that exactly we need a database, right? Without database, not at all possible. So we just start with the description. What exactly the description for that? First, before started with any project, we should know for which analysis what we are going with that. We should know about that particular area. So that is the main perspective. We should read that what exactly the COVID-19, because we need to analyze that. Without knowing, how can we analyze the thing? So we go with that description part. The description was nothing. The COVID-19 is caused by infection with the severe acute respiratory syndrome coronavirus 2, that is nothing but your SARS-CoV-2 virus strain. The fact will be the coronavirus disease COVID-19 is caused by a virus, not by a bacteria. The virus that caused COVID-19 is in a family of virus called coronavirus, and antibiotics do not work against issue. Some people who become ill with COVID-19 can also develop a bacteria infection as a completion. In this case, antibiotics may be recommended by the healthcare provider. So this is what our coronavirus is, small facts on that. Now let's move to the analysis. Now we have a just knowledge of a COVID-19, what issues, and already we are going with this pandemic, so we know about that the issues, what's going on exactly, how we can overcome. Now for that, to before analysis, what is the main thing, what should we want it for that to do analysis? First thing, we need a software where we need to code it. That is your nothing but your Anaconda Navigator. We already know we are working with the Anaconda Navigator, so we use the same thing for this purpose. Let's move to the databases. We need a database to analyze that. Just download a COVID-19 recent database. You can go with the Kaggle. Kaggle will give you the recent database. You can use those databases. You have a lots of sites as well in a Google Chrome. You can go ahead with that. You can check. And anyhow, in the next session, I'll be showing you how to do that. But try first by yourself to do it, to download that, the zip file. Try to download, always the data will be the zip file. Then move to the test. Use any test, a t-test, z-test, or test, f-test, any one out of this. With that we can go ahead to check that accuracy level and the data set, how it will be, and probably what will happen. It's depend how we need to check. If you want to go with the Jones, you can go with the Jones, and if you want to go ahead with the affected peoples, how many are more affected, you can go ahead with that. So use any one test, then move to the regression. Go with the regression model as well, linear and logistic regression. Then this is the main 4 thing we should know about that. Then the workflow, what you should do that. Always remember, whenever you use any data set, the main important thing what the most of the people will do the wrong, that is the data set. Clean your data set properly, because whenever you download the data set from the anywhere from the Google, Kaggle, any site, the data has unwanted data, null values are there. We don't want those null values in our code to be spoiler. So we need to rectify that. We need to clean those null values. We need to clean those extra data. you can clean manually as well as you can clean with the your Python code as well, like how we do the coding purpose, right? With the NumPy we have a pandas, so use those two data frames to clean that particular areas. So we have libraries also for cleaning. You can use that particular library to clean that particular data as well. Use that for the cleaning the data. Then after cleaning, move to the Jupyter notebook and read the dataset, because the main thing when you need to read the .csv file, that should be read and it will give you the proper value. And then check the whatever the first 6 values, you can use head for that. Then show the database, that is nothing but your main the show databases, where you need to check that what will be the main thing, what will be the data set. Then moving to using the plotting. When you show the data, we need to go with the plotting to check the variety of the way of data. You can use any box plotters, scatters, histogram, that's depend upon you, your plots. You can use any plotting on that. Use those plotting, we already know that how to use the plotting. Try to recall all the plotting things and then plot the particular things on that. So this is what you need to do with that data set. Now if you're going with the zone, the plot, do it the plot with the zone, right? Red zone, your red zone, your green zone. So in that, if you're going with the whom you have the percentage, like old people will get affected easily and the young age will be less chances, so you can go ahead with that particular areas to do the plotting on that. Then compares to the comparing part, need to compare with the model with the test. That is the main thing we need to do. With the regression model, how much accuracy you will get. With the test, any test you can choose from this 3 tested and use there and just compare it. First go with the one by one, then the compare that too, and what you feel that which model will be can use perfectly for that regression or the t-test. Then you need to conclude. So that exactly your basic mini project is work for. So I believe you will work on that particular area and try to do it by yourself first. Anyhow, the next session I'll be showing you some of the tricks and some of the way to solve the project in a proper way. This is what your basic the small mini project for you. What you learned the previous week, you need to put it in a real-time world data now onwards. So this is how you need to use those data for the data analytics. You can use any statistic method as well. If you want to add on the things which is needed for you to doing the mean or standard deviation, you can add on those things as well to do the plotting or to do the test on that. I hope you're clear with that. Thank you.